Utah's on defense. Williams attacking. Young dishes to Hibbert. At the top of the key, Williams. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Great open look there. 9 points for Freak.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Williams. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Oklahoma City. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. That is good. Wade's got his first points in this one.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100% can't do better than that.
And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Freak. And Utah another 3. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shot activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the night.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Now here's Freak. 12 points for him. Hayward on the wing. Dishes it to Freak. Fires from deep. And the Jazz another 3.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Hibbert with the screen. The drive by Russell. Gobert with the block. And here's Wade. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Freak with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Freak kicks to Hayward. Fader on the way. Here's Favors. No good. And the Lakers take it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
Yeah, you know, these are 2 rival teams that will see each other a fair amount this season. We'll see which team can tip it off with a win.
And I think Doris right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach wants to get him involved early so he can establish a strong presence at that end of the floor and provide them with a well-balanced offensive attack. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
Thanks again, Doris. Sanders checked in for the Lakers. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Williams. And Utah also making a switch. Burks is checked in. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Clarkson passes to Young. And again, the Lakers no good. And it's the Jazz's ball. They're on a 19-5 run here. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Out to the right wing. Favors with the screen. Here's Freak. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Now, here is Russell. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Pass to Gobert. Wade dishes to Freak. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good, but couldn't knock it down. Randall with a screen for Russell. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Clarkson's got 5 now. Freak with it. He's got 18. Lets it go from deep. Wade kicks to Freak. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Kevin Harris is checked in for Russell. Utah leading by 8. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers. Russell is out there with Wright. Then it's Roy Hibbert. Then it's Sanders. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. Here's Russell after the basket by Utah. Knocked loose. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. So it's the Lakers now after the basket by Utah. Shot clock at 6. And right, here we go. And it falls over the rim and in. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Freak. 22 points for him. He feeds it to Burks. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Freak. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers trail by 10. And Williams, here we go. Gobert with the block. And he's able to get it back. Back to Williams. This one for 3. Utah with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And Freak throws it down.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And it's Wright missing.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Outside, Russell. Shot from 12. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Jazz leading by 14. Here's Freak. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. 26 points for Freak.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nuggets was superb. He finished with 36 points, and he was his usual self on the defensive end, providing a bunch of steals. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
And the Lakers with some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Sanders. Young comes in for Williams. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Wright. Utah also making some changes. Mike Muscala is checked in for Favors. Rodney Hood comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Alec Burks. Now here's Randle. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Jazz leading by 16. Here's Freak. Wade passes to Freak. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
Kicks it to Hibbert. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Hibbert's got 6 in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Clarkson, and that one's good. Freak.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Now here's Clarkson. D right on him. He dishes it to Hibbert. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
They were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that.
There's a check-in for the Lakers. And a switcher also for Utah. So as we can... the first.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
I don't really know. To be honest, I was just looking for a chance to get my shot off, and I just happened to find them over and over.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Boy, did he put on a show from beyond in that first half. Let's see if the halftime break has any cooling effect on him.
Well, I tell you what, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Favors and Gobert are the shot-blocking duo inside. Freak is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Hayward in at the 3 slot. Russell. Utah with the rebound. Favors has got 4 rebounds in this game.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And here's Russell following the three-pointer by Freak. Here's Williams. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Well, a break on the floor, so let's talk about the league's small forwards, shall we, for a second, and see which of them have led the league in free throw shooting this season. You take a look at Young, one of the league's best, 3rd in free throw percentage.
And knowing what I do about the guys on that list, I can tell you they put a lot of long hours in the gym to get those percentages to where they are.
Well, you can't get those numbers without the work, and they've posted impressive numbers, and all of them are naturally gifted shooters, but you have to add to natural ability the work required to bring it to fruition.
Now Wade following the three-point attempt by Freak. Clock at 4. Tries it from 9. Rebound the Lakers. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game, because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
Here's Russell after the basket by Utah. Pass to Randall.
Folks here, start the second half. 4 straight they missed.
And it's Wade with the jam.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg. Boy, they've got them on their heels the way they've been running the ball up and down, right down their throat.
Yeah, some explosive plays we're seeing now in transition have really keyed this run.
From downtown, and Utah, another three.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Tipped away. Russell dishes to Williams. Looking to end the run. First trip to the line for him here.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Sanders checked in for Hibbert, and it's Wright in for Nick Young. Burks, he's checked in for Utah. Exum comes in for Dwayne Wade. Freak kicks to Burks to the left wing. Now here's Freak, and he has 42. From deep three-point range, and Sanders pulls it down.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now, and the foul called on Freak. Lakers shooting just 34% from the floor. And stolen by Freak. Young is out there with Sanders. Then there's his. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Russell in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And stolen by Freak. Beyond the arc, and the Jazz another three. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And there's the pass to Lyles. Feeds it to Freak. Now the dish to Muscala. No luck. Great D that time from Hibbert.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Freak passes to Hayward. And a wide open look for Freak. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Freak's got 53.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Shot's good.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And the basket by Harris.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Now, Freak.
Move the ball. Stick
passes it to Lyles. Hayward dishes to Freak. 6 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Hibbert with a screen for Harris. Russell kicks to Young, takes a three. Utah with the rebound.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Freak with it. Russell's there. Lyles passes to Freak. There's the triple. Nice D from Russell. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Young kicks to Russell. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Russell's got 4 this quarter.
You know, a huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And a switcher also for Utah. Exum's checked in. A minute 42 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Randall. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. That free throw good from Randall.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Julius Randle. Taking 2.
Both free throws good from Randall. Utah has gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Here's Freak. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Jazz.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Well, Kevin, timing and anticipation, they got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum in this one.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And tonight they took the time they needed, made the plays they had to when they had to, and that's why they're going up 1-0 in their 3-game season series against the Lakers.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And right, here we go. Randall no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The feed now to Muscala. Here's Freak. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Delon Wright.
That free throw missing. No good on the second free throw. Lets it go with the 3. It's off. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fame.
All right now. What's up, girl?
Dwayne, you had a huge impact on the boards tonight. Was that something you tried to do?
Yeah, go.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan